Hey there folks, Martin Favre, Galaxy Sailor Productions, another episode for you this week. So before I begin, I want to follow up on last week's episode about getting stuff done. And one of the reasons I'm able to say that you need to get your stuff done is because I have not gotten stuff done. That needs to be very clear. That's why it's one of my many failures. I did not get some stuff done, and I tried to pitch some things while I didn't have a full script or I didn't have a film done. I have a short film that I shot that was a complete catastrophe on my part. Those things didn't get done. I just want to confirm that I'm not ranting on particular people. I'm ranting on myself as much as anything else. This show is about the many failures of what I go through and what will hopefully help other people along the way. I want to come back around to what my original intent was, which was to help people who might be wondering about how to do certain positions, or maybe they're beginning in the film world, maybe get an idea of what it's like to be on certain sets. Over the next few episodes, I'm going to talk about various positions on film sets, and I'm going to talk about them from my perspective and what those represent for me, and how those positions can be well represented by you when you're on someone else's set. This week, I'm going to start out with what it means to be a director. Ultimately, that is the thing that I am trying to be, as a director of larger projects. I've been directing for a number of years now, and I've done it at certain budgetary levels. I haven't had huge budgets, but I've had some really good ones, and I've been able to employ people over the years. I've had my short films, I've had my web series, I've had commercial work, and in most of those, I have been some form of director and producer, as well as being an editor and a camera operator on those. But the big thing I want to focus on is being able to direct projects. I really want to be a feature film and a television director. Now I say "and" because I've been told that if you want to be in the upper echelons of directing television shows, to cross into that, you're going to have yourself a feature. So I'm trying to get my first feature. So as a director, one of the things that I've been trying to do for the last few years is make sure that I look at other directors and see how they do things and see what I like and don't like, see what works and doesn't work, and try to learn from those kind of things. I really consider myself to be a person who is continuing to learn, but is also going to continue to do. I think anytime you're working with all of the palettes that are in the film world, you're always going to be learning and experiencing new things that could either help or hindrance who you are. Some directors' strengths lie in working with actors, while some of them are very technical directors and they understand camera, grip, and lighting. Some of them are excellent editors and know how things are going to cut together well. For me, I'm trying to find the balance on where all of those things can come together and find my own particular style and voice in how I direct. For me, my particular focus right now is working with actors. I really want to understand what it means to be in their shoes. I actually am wanting to start taking acting classes myself so that I'm in front of the camera more than just doing this. So the approach that I've been trying to take over the last couple of years is to be able to work on creating environments. I want to create an environment in which my actors feel like they are in the place where their character would be inhabiting and be interacting with the other characters or the environment that they're in. A lot of that comes down to me being able to do all of the right things ahead of time, having the right crew, having the right locations, doing a lot of things about understanding my own script. What do those mean? Why is a character doing the things that they're doing? Why are they in the environment that they're doing those things in? I want to be able to create this environment and understand it myself so that they can more easily move into that environment and interact with it. But that also comes down to our pre-production work, and pre-production is extremely important for a director. In my opinion, doing all of the things like the shot lists and the storyboards, working with your DP or your camera operators, working with your lighting folks, working with your sound folks, being able to work before you are on set and before you are filming to create the very best possible situation for them to succeed will make your film succeed. This really all lies on your shoulders. When it comes to performance, I really want to be able to turn that over to the actors. Many times I feel like if I'm trying to get an actor to do a particular thing or be a certain way, it's probably based on the idea that I saw that somewhere else. So that means that I really want to cast well. And by casting well and having good auditions, it probably means that I have spent my time in pre-production learning and understanding the characters that I or the scriptwriter have created. Once I get onto set, I really don't want to have to be telling actors how they have to act, what do they have to act, what are they supposed to feel or do. Honestly, a key part of that for me is creating situations where the actors move around in their environment and engage in things. Two people in a car can have its moments, but that can't be everything you do. Two people sitting at a table can have its moments, but it can't be everything that they do. So I'm trying to be a study of what people actually do in their environments and how they move around and what becomes a natural aspect of them moving and feeling and doing as they interact with somebody. What does all of that mean? So now I can bring that to my actors, as opposed to telling them, this is how I want you to deliver your lines, or this is what you're supposed to be feeling. Make that situation what they're feeling, where they're interacting with this person, but they have to go over here and move this thing or do this stuff, or all of this other stuff is happening, very similar to what a lot of us do in our real life. We don't realize all of the various things that are going on while we're communicating with someone. And those immediately translate into how you feel, how you're judging the situation, how you're judging your interaction with that person. I'd really like to hear what you have to say about this. Talk about what it means to be a director for you. Tell me stories about your bad directors or your good directors. Tell me how you like to direct. Tell me where you'd like to go with your directing. I'd love to hear what you have to say about it. Thank you so much for watching this episode. Make sure you check out all the stuff below that gets you connected with all of my social media stuff. Tune in next week. I'll have more on different positions in the film world, and I'll catch you next time.